Godlike.
What is up, guys? This is GawdlikeMatt, and I know that I haven't been around making many videos lately. It's been very slow. The videos I have put up have been relatively short and not very consistent over the past couple days, but that is because I have been working hard to bring you this. Now, I don't know how well this is going to be received, because it seems like a lot of my viewers don't really care about my Hotline Miami videos, which makes me sad, but I don't really care either way because I love this fucking game. This is one of the coolest games I have ever played, and shout out to Navarez for showing me this game. He used to be a member of Achievement Hunter. He's the reason why I even know about this game, because this is one of his favorite games ever. And I'm a big fan of his videos. I watch them a lot, and this game always looked like a fucking blast every time I watched him play it, or anyone for that matter. But I know I got into this game really late. The hype for this game has long gone, and everyone already knows how cool this game is. I'm a little late to the train, but nonetheless, better late than never. This game's fucking kick-ass, and I love the shit out of it. I already platinumed it. As of, like, now, that the time this video's coming up, I will have already... You will notice that I already have the platinum for this game. I got all the trophies. It was fun as hell. And if you guys... I should probably say what this video is. We've already gotten through the prologue, but basically this video is an entire completed playthrough of me A+ing every single map. Now, you'll notice over the first couple levels that I'm just experimenting with masks. And at this point in time, I didn't realize what was best and what to use. And I noticed the first few levels you're gonna notice are pretty damn easy. It does not take a lot of effort to A+ the first couple levels. Because as you can see, I'm playing not as well as I could be, and I'm still A+ing, so, but you can only get away with that with the first couple levels, because later in the game it starts getting to a point where you have to play the level perfectly the way the level expects you to play it, and that can get a bit tricky at times, but I did manage to pull it out. And this video, if you guys need help with that, or if you're interested in this game, you want to grab the trophies, watching this would be a good way to know how to do that. So hopefully this helps anyone who is interested. If not, this is just gonna be me spectating and commenting over the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, so the way I noticed this game can pretty much be divided into two different types of levels. Levels where you could play the whole way through, rushing it as fast as possible and trying to get as big a combo as you can, or getting bonus points for special unique kills, and that usually involves taking your time with the level as opposed to rushing through it, trying to be speedy and killing everyone as fast as possible to get a huge combo, which is what I'm doing now. And the best mask to use to do that is the Brandon Panther mask. As you can see, I am fucking racing through this level, just murdering everyone, and it works out really well. In the shorter, well, not so much shorter, it doesn't really matter the length of the level, but in levels where you're constantly in close quarters combat and levels filled, like usually levels where you're in an apartment building complex or something, and there's tons of little rooms and narrow hallways, those are the best levels to race through and get a huge combo, because it's very easy to not be spotted by people. And as you can see, I'm doing the same thing in this level, just speeding through, murdering everyone in sight as fast as I can. And it's fun, man. Like, this game is so fucking great, and easily one of my top favorite indie games ever. I have quite a few favorites. Like I really like Terraria. That's one of my top favorites as well. Transistor I really enjoyed, and this is another one. And I'm already so stoked. Can't wait to get my hands on the second game. I totally want to buy, play, and platinum that game, just like this one. Just waiting for a little bit more money to come in, and I will definitely be picking that up soon and probably making videos about it. So sorry if you guys aren't really super excited about my Hotline Miami videos, or if you don't really care about them, because honestly, that's just the way I do my channel. I play what I want to play and what I have fun playing and what I feel like I'd enjoy playing while recording. That's kind of how I've always been on my channel. I don't really cater to my audience so much because it really matters what I want to do, and I feel like that's important. Obviously, that doesn't mean I ignore you guys. A lot of my fans, you guys already know that everything you guys mention or request, I take into deep consideration. I've fulfilled a lot of your guys' requests already in general, so you guys already know what I'm like. But I'm really set on playing games that I want to play as opposed to what people want me to play. I need to want to play it, otherwise it's probably not happening, because that's what I believe makes the best videos for me personally. And again, racing through this level with the Panther mask, best way to get combos, as I said. This level took me a very long time. Holy shit, to complete this level with an A+. This is the first level that is truly where you start to realize the challenge of getting an A+ in every level. This is where it really begins if you haven't felt the difficulty already. From here on out, it's there. There's a few levels ahead of this one that are pretty easy, but not a lot of them. From this point on, most of them have to be played perfectly in order for you to get the A+, excuse me. But, yeah, the A+ took me, to get the trophy to A+ every level, took me, like, about a week, not including the weekend, like, maybe, like, 4 or 5 days, can't remember exactly, but, there were times where it was super frustrating. I wanted to throw my fucking controller out the window. There were so many times where I was like, God damn it! Like, so mad. Legit. And, God, I'm a failure. You see how many shots I missed? I was trying to hit a door. It wasn't even moving. But, yeah, there were so many times where I was getting so fucking frustrated. But I managed to pull it out. There were times where I just shut the game off and not play for the rest of the day. But I finally did it. And for the most part, it was fun. Like, even when it gets frustrating and there are parts where I'm so annoyed that I can't do something or can't complete it, ultimately I'm still having fun in the back of my head, because this game, as infuriating as it can be, it is fun as dicks. I shit you not. If you guys haven't played this game, I highly recommend it, because it is so fucking cool. One of the coolest games I've ever played. Now this level took me, like, this level, the last level, and the level after this one probably took me the longest in the entire game to get an A+ on. It was an adventure. Now, this is the first level you're going to notice me using a different mask. Up until this point, I've been using the Panther mask, and I'm pretty sure, if I've been paying attention correctly, this is the first level where I'm using Carl, which is the Grasshopper mask. Now, what's so cool about this mask? When I first tried out this mask, I thought it was garbage. I thought it was horrible. I was like, how do you kill anyone with this? Because I noticed when you hit people, it only knocks them down, it doesn't kill them. But what's cool about this mask is you start with a drill, and when you go up to down to enemy and press X, which is normally the execute button, with the drill it's a unique execute, and it instant kills them. And since the drill's a unique weapon, you get a points bonus, a huge points bonus. You get like 11,000 per kill, which is nuts. It's crazy. That is a shitload of points. Like, look, 11,000 per kill. That is amazing. If you were to execute every single enemy with the drill in every single level, like every enemy possible to do it on, you would easily have more than enough points to A+ every level. That's how many points executing with the drill gives you. All you need is the fucking drill. You could A+ every level in this entire game just with the drill. However, there are obviously a few levels where it's easier to use, to go for quick kills and combos rather than using the drill, because some levels are just better suited. Like I said, the way I saw this game was there's two different kinds of levels. The ones where you take it slow, get the execute bonuses, and play very patiently, or the levels where you sort of trial and error and do the level over and over, trying to get as big combos as you can for the most points. And the mix of those two ways of doing it, those two play styles, is how you truly A+ this game with the most efficiency, I find, in my personal opinion. But and as you can see, I switched back to the Panther mask because I deemed this level was more. See, this is a perfect example actually of what I'm talking about. This level is way better suited for the speedy combo kills rather than the drill, because this room I just did, everyone in here had a fucking gun, and the room is huge. There's nothing to hide behind, so obviously you wouldn't be able to knock everyone over and drill them. You could, if you wanted, to try and keep luring them to you, but that would take a long time and it may not even work, because like I said, every enemy in that room has a gun and it's really risky. So I found just doing the level as fast as possible, killing everybody. Watch this. This is amazing. I can't believe I didn't fucking die when I ran in there with the axe, and that he just didn't turn around and shoot me. Like that was crazy. Sometimes you can exploit the AI's stupidity, which is pretty nice. But yeah, this was a level better suited for speedy combos, in my opinion, as opposed to the drill. Doing that level with the drill would have took fucking forever. It probably is possible. I mean, you could probably do every level in the game with the drill, but some levels would be harder than others. That one specifically, because of the fact that everyone has fucking guns. So, you know, you gotta be careful. But, yeah, as I said, I've been fucking really enjoying this game. Very passionate about it. I really love this game. I think it's one of the coolest games I've ever played. Very happy I bought it. I've wanted it for a long time. Someone in the comments actually pointed that out. Remembered from one of my streams that I said that I wanted the game. And I finally got it, and now I'm as hyped as ever to get the second game. So excited. Can't wait for that. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, what the hell happened to your other video series, Matt? I've stopped uploading Castlevania videos. I've taken a long break from the Evil Within videos, which I still need to do a lot of those. And I've been promising those for the longest time, but I haven't gotten around to them. Oh my god, this room took me so long to do this part with the drill. It took me a while, but the best way to do it is to wait for the dog to go into the room and silently take out those two dudes. Sometimes waiting a second is the best way to play a level, because enemy placement is so important. When you walk into a room, you gotta make sure you can't be seen by people off screen. You always gotta be using L2 to look around across the map with your expanded view before running in like a maniac and just murdering everybody. But it's like, there's so much, as fast paced as this game is, there's a lot of strategy and skill to it, and that's one thing I really love. But I'm getting sidetracked here. Back to what I was saying about my videos that I still need to put up, that I've said I would, that I still need to do, and even my Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. That's been a long time break. But the way I work, if you guys don't know this already, most of you probably do, but I'll say it again. The way I work is I need to be in the mood to do something in order to do it. If I'm not in the mood to play a game, I won't force myself to play that game. I know it sucks that you guys love these certain series that I've started and you're waiting for continuations and stuff. And I do apologize for the waits. Sincerely, I really do. I feel bad about it. But I physically cannot force myself to do something I don't want to do. I'm incapable of doing it. And when I do, I legitimately get depressed or frustrated or annoyed or any of those things, any of the above. I can't do something I don't want to do. I have to be in the mood to do it. And right now, I've been really busy with this game. I just finished this game the other day. As I said, I platinumed, and I've done everything there was to do in this game. And now that I've made this video, that's probably going to be it for the first Hotline Miami. I hope to have the second one soon, so I can do some videos on that as well, because I probably will want to. But, yeah, I've also been playing a lot of GTA 5. I bought that a few weeks back, maybe around a month back actually, and I've been very much enjoying that game. I've always personally wanted GTA 5. I always thought it looked like one of the coolest games ever. I used to play GTA 5 in my childhood, but I got really sick of the games because they just all felt like the same thing over and over. But GTA 5 is like easily the best one by far. It is an amazing game, and I am loving the shit out of it. I'm enjoying it so much, story mode and online, and it's fun as shit. I love the music in this level. Another reason I need to say this now, because now is the best time to say it. One huge reason why I bought this game, aside from the fact that it looked fun, I got so fucking lucky there. The door hit the guy running at me. I would have been so dead if the door wasn't there. That was fucking hilarious. But yeah, a huge reason why I bought this game, aside from the gameplay factor and how fun it looked, is the fucking soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is one of the best soundtracks in a video game ever. The soundtrack is legendary. This game has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a game, period. And the same with the second game. The second game has even better, like more better songs. Like, this game has great songs, but not as many as Hotline Miami 2. I've actually watched a full playthrough on Hotline Miami 2. I watched Ray play it on his Twitch stream. And the game is just fucking phenomenal, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. The first one's just as good as well, but the second one's probably considered better because it has more levels, more songs. It's just a better version of the first game, and that, as I always say, that is the best way to make a sequel. You take everything people love about the first game, all the best things about the first game, you keep them, and only expand on it and add to it. That is the best way to make a sequel to a game. It always drives me fucking nuts when game developers make a sequel to a game and they take shit out, away from the game, that there was nothing wrong with it. And they will do that. I see it so often in games today, and it drives me fucking mental. I can't stand it. It's part of the reason why I have such a lack of respect for game developers nowadays. There's very few game developers I still respect. Naughty Dog is one of them that I think makes fantastic games, and they know what it takes to make a great game. Same with the Dark Souls developer, and same with the Castlevania developer. Those are still three of my favorite game developers. Capcom used to be one of my favorites, but they fucking lost it. They are, holy shit, man, comparable to Nintendo nowadays. Nintendo is an awful game developing industry. Nintendo's really lost their shit as of late. It's really unfortunate because Nintendo used to be fucking awesome back in the day, and now I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, Capcom is off the rails as well, which is very unfortunate because a lot of my favorite games ever are Capcom games. Back when I was a kid, Capcom was my favorite game developing company ever. They made my favorite games: Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Dino Crisis, Onimusha, Street Fighter, the list goes on. Marvel vs. Capcom, like, they made so much good shit, and now they've lost it. I don't know what it is. but there's not a lot of good game developers left. But yeah, that's why I'm so excited for Hotline Miami 2, because it is a great sequel. And the soundtrack is just phenomenal, as I said. This level, oh my god, this level was probably the one I played the most. I had to retry this one the most out of all of them. And eventually I found the best way to do this level. As you're going to notice, I think this is the first level where I switch it up. I'm not using the Panther mask or the Drill mask, the Coral mask, or the Grasshopper, whatever you want to call it. As you can just see, I got a 12 combo, killing every single person on the first floor in one combo. But what helped me do that was I'm wearing the frog mask. I forgot the frog's name, but this mask allows combos to be completed easier because they last longer. Like, you can... I know what you guys are thinking. That was so fucking bullshit that that dog didn't kill me just now. He literally ran right past me. He could have ran up to me and instant killed me, but he didn't. And because he gave me that extra second, I fucking owned him. I know that was horseshit, but honestly, a lot of that happens in this game. Sometimes the AI is fucking retarded. And I love how when I ran past that SWAT guy, he shot me the first time, and then the second time I did it, he didn't care. I left that death in just to show you guys how dumb that was. But what was I talking about? Yeah, there's a lot of moments throughout my adventure with this game, playing all the levels over again. Sometimes the AI is just fucking retarded, and they will do things that you'd least expect, and if you can adapt to them quickly enough, you can make use of it. As you can see, I just did. The dog was fucking retarded, but I managed to take advantage of that, so that was pretty cool. And there's a lot of moments that happen like that, because sometimes the AI in this game is really off, and they do really questionable things at times. It's strange, but it's just the way the game's built. Sometimes they just go off and do their own thing. It's very rare, but it happens, and the fact that it happens, if you're knowledgeable about it, you can take advantage of it. And that's what I did. Yeah. Water. But, yeah. I think we're on chapter 10 now. Oh, no, wait, no. Is this chapter 10? I can't recall if this is chapter... I think this is chapter 10. This is, like, the longest level in the game. It's got the most floors. It's got, like, 4 floors. Which is nuts. One thing that's cool about the A+ trophy is, you don't have to get an A+ on every single level in the game, because I think there's 4 levels in the game in total that you can't get a rating on. Chapter 12, Chapter 15, Chapter 18, and 19. Those are the 4 chapters in the game where you can't get a rating, so you don't have to worry about A+ing them. However, the 2 bonus chapters you unlock after beating the game. There's the special chapter, and then there's the bonus chapter. I A+'d both those levels, and I put them in this playthrough. I don't know if they count towards the trophy. I have no idea, because I did those levels before I finished the main game. I A+ them before I had finished the main game, so I have no idea if they count towards the trophy. I'd imagine they do, but who knows? I could be wrong. Now, it's times like these, like as you're seeing right now when you have the drill, when there's multiple guys in one area and they're all covering each other's backs and looking in all directions, the best way to go about it is luring them out, and you just keep poking your head out. This is chapter 10, by the way, I was right. But yeah, that's the best way to do a lot of the levels. And as you can see, the way I play is when I have a situation like this where there's 3 dudes in one room, I'll knock them all down, execute one, and wait for the others to get up before I kill anyone else. Because if you just try to execute everyone as fast as possible, chances are someone's going to get up and kill you. Like right here, as you can see, I wait for them to get up, then I knock them down, proceed to do the same thing over and over again until they're all dead. Best and safest way to play. That's the most cautious way to do it. And as you can see, I'm just fucking executing everybody with my drill. for maximum points. It's great. And whenever you have a guy across the entire fucking map, but there's only one left and he has a gun, obviously you can't get close enough to him to shoot him. Or I mean knock him over. Like in this case, as you can see right here. So just throw the drill at him, run up, and sets you right up for an execution. Which is beautiful. But yeah, I'm just throwing out some tips just in case you guys are new to this game looking to pick it up and you need help completing the levels and shit. I'm just throwing out random facts. Although, honestly, watching me do the levels should be information enough alone. This game is very straightforward. There's not a lot to explain. Obviously, there are some helpful tips I can give, which I just did. But for the most part, this game is very straightforward. It's very easy to understand what you're supposed to do because there's not a lot to it. However, that doesn't mean that it doesn't take skill, because this game takes a lot of skill. Very fast-paced. You've got to be very quick on your feet and very smart about your decisions. And that's what I love about this game. Like, a lot of great games like this with this type of style and play are great brain work. Honest to God, they really help your brain and your motor skills and everything. They're really good. It's you know, a lot of people joke about video games and just say it's just a game and not take it seriously and think it's just a fucking joke. But video games seriously do help with shit like that. They do build you up. They do make you smarter. They do make you more skilled at things. They really do. People would be amazed at the things that video games have taught me and what I've learned from video games. Playing them my whole life, I've gained so much from them. I have. Video games are great. Like I said, a lot of people don't take them seriously and think they're just a joke. But honestly, I think video games are a work of art. They're a type of art, in my opinion. I'm an artist myself, because some of you guys know I draw, and in my opinion, making video games is a form of art, and playing them is appreciating that art. I truly believe that, and I think that's the best way to view video games. I really do. Again, as you can see, didn't get the time bonus, but it didn't matter. You're gonna see that on a couple of the levels where I don't get any points on something, but I still get an A+ because I'm just that beast. I'm just that godlike of a Matt to do such a thing. So we're over the halfway point at this point. We still got a bit left, but we're in there. We're doing pretty good. This level, the way you have to do this first part, very interesting. It's a combination of me using the drill mask as well as getting a huge combo at the start, which is only possible. Like, see, the reason why you want the drill mask as opposed to any other mask for this level, when it's seemingly better to just go for a huge combo in this level, is because only the first floor is good for a huge combo. As you can see, I got a 7-kill combo right at the start. And the reason for that is because as soon as you walk into the first room, as soon as you start the level, all the enemies in the room, the first 7 guys in the room, see you, and they all immediately start coming after you. But the thing is, you want the drill for the other floors, like this floor and the next floor, for the extra execution points. Because trust me, those execution points make the difference in this level. If you were to just go for the combos, you wouldn't have enough points. I've tried it, and I never had enough every time. I replayed this level a good 3-4 times before I got the A+. And I finally realized how you got to do it perfectly. This room requires a lot of the gun because it's such a huge open area. But the few guys that you can execute, it's best to. This room was fucking incredible because the 2 guys just hang around in the back for fucking ever. And as you can see, I try to lure them, but they just do not care. They completely ignore me. But yeah, as I was saying, the first floor, it's best to do the combos. Go for the huge combo at the start and then drill the few select guys that are off on their own. Same with the second floor, but the third floor is where you gotta drill like every single dude. And you're gonna see that coming up. This floor is a lot of close quarters combat, so it's best for the drill, which is why you want to bring it. You know, I found that was the difference to doing this level. Every time I attempted this level with Only going for drill executions, I found it to be too hard. And when I tried to complete the entire level as fast as possible with the biggest amount of combos, I'd always be a little bit off. I'd either get an A- or an A. I'd never get an A+. So the combination of both that and the drill, I found was the best way to do this level. So yeah, and as you can see, this is where the levels start getting really challenging to get the A+. You need to play them perfectly. You have to play them perfectly. There's a way the game expects the levels to be played, and sadly you have to obey it if you want the A+. That's just how it is. Oh my god, it is difficult to talk for 45 fucking minutes straight. Or actually, you know what? Scratch that. 46 minutes, because this video is 45 minutes and 52 seconds. That's insane. That's a long time to talk for a long, you know, for the whole way through. I remember the last time I did commentary like this on a video was when I was doing my The Evil Within speed run. That's when I did this type of commentary. As you could see, I got so fucking lucky there. First of all, it was bullshit that I threw 2 different weapons at the guy and they both missed. And then fucking I got so lucky that he ran up to me with a shotgun and missed. That was a godsend. But you know what? That was just the game counterbalancing itself. It maximum bullshitted me when I threw the first 2 weapons and missed. The game knew it was bullshit. And it was like, oh, sorry, I'll give you this one. And it gave me extreme luck when the shotgun guy came up. This part's fucking hilarious, because if you're not absolutely ready for it, you will get wrecked. Now, the guy's constantly throwing Molotovs, so you're going to want to hide behind this wall. And he can kill most of the guys on his own, just from him throwing. He can kill his own dudes, but he can't kill the fat guys. So you want to make sure you have a shotgun for this part, so that you could kill the fat guys immediately. Best way to do it. But, yeah, since it's so goddamn challenging to talk for this long and have non-stop amount of content to give to you guys, like a non-stop amount of shit to say without stopping. That's what non-stop means. Since that's the case, I'm just gonna talk about random things like how fucking kick-ass the last episode of Game of Thrones was. And I can't wait for today's episode, because today is Sunday. This level is fucking incredible. I get the biggest combo I've ever gotten. Like, guys, watch this shit. You can kill every single cop in one combo on the first floor. As you can see, I fucking murdered everyone. Perfectly executed. There's 1 cop left, but I got a 14 combo. And I truly feel if you get that on the first floor, like, you're set for the rest of the level. That is the biggest combo I've ever gotten. And it, like, definitely helped. As you can see, again, I'm going for the combination of speedy combo kills in this level, because the cops are very hard to deal with in this level. But I'm also wearing the frog mask to help me get extended combos, and I feel like getting huge combos is the key to getting the A+ in this level, as opposed to the drill. I just fucking dropped something. Oh, here it is. I get so ODD about that shit, I'd go nuts if I dropped something and couldn't find it. But, yeah, holy shit, the past couple of days have been fucking amazing. Some of my absolute favorite games. By the way, that was fucking amazing. I was standing in the cop, and he was just unloading his entire clip, but he couldn't hit me because I was standing inside of him. And what's funny is the AI automatically registers to either run up to you or stand where they are if they have a gun. And because of that, because of their programming, he couldn't hit me. He'd just stand there while I was inside of him. It was fucking hilarious. So that's what I mean about exploiting the AI. It's fucking crazy sometimes. But, yeah, as I was saying earlier, these past few days have been incredible for video games. It's the announcements, the last few announcements that have come out over the course of the past few days have blown my mind, and I am so excited. I can't express that enough. I'm so fucking excited. we got the fucking Uncharted collection that was just announced the other day. The first 3 Uncharted games are coming to PS4. Now, unfortunately, I heard they're not going to have online, and that made me very disappointed, because I love the online for those games. They're super fun. However, I still love the Uncharted games a lot. They're some of my favorite games ever. And unlike most shooter games, they have one of the best campaign/story modes in video games. They are fan-fucking-tastic. And on top of all that, even though, basically the point I was getting at there was, even though they won't have online, the story mode is fantastic, and I will absolutely get the Uncharted collection for PS4. And I will definitely be playing, I'll definitely be doing Let's Plays on all 3 Uncharteds, because the story modes are great. I will very much enjoy playing those. The Uncharted collection comes out, I think October 9th or something like that. I can't remember the exact date, but I know it's in October. And the coolest part, there's 2 really badass things about the Uncharted collection. One is Naughty Dog is going to add brand new trophies to the game. Trophies that weren't in the original trophy lists. So, re-platinuming those games is going to be a new experience. And I love that with a burning passion. I can't express that enough to you guys. I fucking love when game developers take a fantastic game and give you a new reason to experience it in a new light. And for me, since I'm such a hardcore trophy hunter, trophies is one of the best ways to do that. It's very similar to Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. You take a great game and you make it a new experience. It's the same game at the core, but it's a new experience because if you guys played Scholar of the First Sin, you would know that everything's different, all new items, all new enemies, all new shit. But it's the same game. And with Uncharted, the games will remain the same, but new trophies. It's a new experience, both examples, and I love that so much. I am so excited. So new trophies on the Uncharted collection. You could bet your ass I'm going to be doing Let's Platinums on those games. Easily. I'll definitely do the same series with those games that I did with Dark Souls 2. I'll just do a Let's Play of me getting all the trophies in the game. Same as I did Dark Souls 2. It'll be so fun. I'll do it with all 3 Uncharteds, because I love those games so much. So yeah, that's gonna be happening. And that was only one of the games that got announced. There's 3 more that I'm extremely excited about. The next one is Fallout 4. I am a huge Fallout fan, if you guys didn't know. I love the Bethesda games. Not all of them. Like, for example, I didn't care for Dishonored. I never picked it up. But Skyrim and Fallout, that's my shit, yo. Those games are awesome. They're kick-ass. They're some of my favorite RPGs ever. I love them a lot. They're great. And Fallout 4, I'm so excited for that shit. I loved Fallout 3. That was my favorite one. New Vegas was good too, but I really liked Fallout 3 the most. And I actually platinumed that game twice. That was one of the games that I platinumed on both my PSN accounts. My old one and my new one. That was fucking funny, by the way. I'm trying to throw weapons at this dude and just bounce off a fucking monster truck. But, yeah, Fallout 4, I am super excited about. The trailer looked fucking amazing. I love... The game looks gorgeous as fuck. And one thing that I really like about Fallout 4 is, well, 2 things. One, I really anticipate the game. I think it's going to be amazing because it's going to be the first Bethesda game on the next-gen consoles. So the game is going to be bigger and just have more capacity to be amazing at what it does. And it's going to be an even bigger world, a huge open world with just more content because the next-gen consoles are capable of more powerful stuff. And that is something I'm really excited about. As well as, when I saw the trailer, I noticed the game looks so much brighter, more vibrant, more full of life. And the reason for this is because a lot of people would argue, and honestly I can understand this, but a lot of people argued, like my good friend Nath, personally, he shares this sentiment. He was never interested in the Fallout games because he thought they looked too dark, dank, and depressing. And honestly, I could see where he was coming from. Honest to God, I really could. I think that is a legit reason to not enjoy it. I think that is... I accepted that reason because, in all honesty, Fallout does look very fucking depressing. And I don't blame him for not getting into it for that reason. However, I still think he's missing out because Fallout is still a fantastic game regardless, even though it looks super depressing. I still love the game. I agree with him that it looks depressing, but that, in my opinion, that doesn't take away from the game. It's still, it is what it is, and it's great. But with Fallout 4, there's trees and grass, and it still looks like a wasteland, but there's still life. And when you look up at the sky, it's bright blue. And, you know, you didn't get that with Fallout 3, for example. The whole game looked like a polluted, like a nuke just hit. Which is hilarious because that's literally what happened. So, but the game did a really good job at looking the way it was supposed to. But with the new Fallout, it looks awesome, and I'm so excited. Now we're gonna get back into the commentary on the game here just for a second. The first couple levels with this guy, this is when you beat the main game and you switch characters. You're no longer the guy who chooses masks. You're this guy. And the thing about this guy is he can only use his butcher knife. He can't pick up any weapons. But you can only get graded on 2 levels with him. You play 4 levels with him, and only 2 of them you can get an A+ on. And they're very easy. This was the first one. They're both very short. And since you can't wear masks as this dude, there's only one strategy to go for, which is complete the level as fast as possible, get as big combos as you can. Which is very easy to do with him because these levels have low expectations with him, because you're limited with this guy. Like I said, he can only use knives. But these levels were fun, and it's still really cool, the whole fast-paced thing. But yeah, so that's how you get the A+ in these levels. But yeah, and then there was Dark Souls 3. My favorite announcement by far, because you guys know how much I love Dark Souls. The Souls series, one of my top favorite game series ever. I love those games with a burning passion, and seeing Dark Souls 3 announced, oh my god, I'm so excited. See, Bloodborne was awesome, but I didn't like it as much as Dark Souls. I thought Bloodborne was a really cool game, but I did not have that burning passion that I did with the Souls games. It was just different. It just wasn't there. There were things I didn't like about Bloodborne. But, for example, I felt it was way more linear than the Souls games. But Dark Souls 3, I am so fucking excited. That is by far my favorite announcement out of the 3 games I've talked about thus far. And I can't wait for that shit. So, we're on the Uncharted collection. As I said, comes out this October. Fallout 4 is it's supposed to come out this year. I highly doubt it will, though. I have a full confidence that it's going to be delayed. I'm going to get into some quick commentary about the last 2 bonus levels that you're seeing now. Both these levels are done the same way, which is fast and big combos. And I did both these levels with the wolf mask. I think his name is Dennis, because he starts with a knife. And I found that was the best way to do these levels, as you can see. They're very short, very easy to A+. But, yeah, so Fallout 4 is supposed to come out this year, but I doubt it will. Dark Souls 3, I doubt will be this year. It'll probably be next year, but I can't wait for that shit. And the last game that got announced that I am so excited about is Tales of Berseria. And you guys know me, I'm a huge Tales fan. That is my top favorite game series ever. And Tales of Berseria, there's barely been anything shown about it other than the fact that it's announced. And they showed the main character. And what's so exciting is this is going to be the first true Tales game with a female main character. And they revealed her, and her name's Velvet. She looks so fucking cool. And I am so excited for that shit. I think it is so cool that we're going to have a Tales game, a true Tales game with a female lead. Now, you guys might be able to argue that Tales of Exilia had Mila, but that wasn't a true game with a female lead because Jude was just as much the main character as she was. So that's my argument to that. But this Tales game, it's going to have one true main character, and it's a female, and I think that's so fucking cool. So I am so excited for those 4 games that got announced within the span of a week. And I'm just going nuts. I'm off the rails. I'm so excited, so hyped for the games coming up. My future is set. Can't wait for that shit. It's going to be great. Also, I love the music in the last 2 levels. The 2 bonus chapters. The music in this level and the one I just did, they're awesome. But yeah, as you can see, these levels were very easy, and we are coming to the epic conclusion of our A+ playthrough. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was really hard to talk for that long and be interesting, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it passionately, because I loved this game. I very much enjoyed making videos on it and playing it the whole way through. So thank you guys so much for watching. I sincerely hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and I will see you in my next video.